Before we get into today's video, I would like to offer our thoughts and prayers, as well as our condolences, to everyone affected by the tragedy in Tumbler Ridge, British Columbia.
Can they take the lead on this drive?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Canadian Football Central CFL content for the fans, by the fans. We got another signing here for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers as, how do you pronounce the first name? Is it just Jovan? Or am I screwing that up? Or is it like
Javante?
Jovan Santos-Knox will be signing over the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. See, I wasn't sure if it was Jovan or if there was
Javante?
more to it. Javante? Because I don't see a T in there. Am I screwing something up here? Or is it just... Because I'm just looking at his CFL account. Whatever it is, he signs over in Winnipeg. He's a CFL veteran. He's been in the league since 2017. Started his career in Winnipeg. Played 2 years with the Bombers in 2017 as well as 2018. Did very, very well, especially that second year. 82 defensive tackles, 1 special teams tackle, 6 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. And he's kind of been a bit of a consistent producer. Played over in Edmonton, played in Hamilton for 2 years, been in Ottawa for the past 3, and even last year, 80 defensive tackles as well as an interception. So he's had a very, very good career in the CFL. He's still only 31, so it's one of those things where he's still got a few years in him, and his production has been very, very good. Even this last year in Ottawa was better than his last 2 the years prior. Again, I guess he played 12 games, but he played a full 18 games last year. Now, I'm going to be honest. I have no idea where he goes in this Winnipeg linebacker chart, because I know they had Kyrie Wilson. They felt really good about him. They have Tony Jones. They feel really good about him. They have Santos-Knox, and I feel great about Santos-Knox. Retta Cramdy's on that side, and so you have... With that strong side linebacker, sometimes you want a bit more of a DB in that spot. So I'm really, really curious. I have no idea who's going to be the starting group for Winnipeg. But I think there's kind of an excitement to that. The idea that, you have essentially kind of more talent than what you need. I really like the linebacker group that Winnipeg has. And I think Winnipeg really, really saw that they needed to make some adjustments to their defense. And so they added themselves a D lineman in Jake Serezna. They added themselves a member of the secondary with Jonathan Moxey. And now they've added themselves a piece to their linebacker group with Santos-Knox. And this was a signing I had out of the blue. I was like, oh, you know what? I feel pretty good with this linebacker core. Like I don't know if we necessarily need to make a change to it. And then I hear Santos-Knox to Winnipeg, and I'm like, okay, that's great. I'll get him.
So I'm going to quote someone.
Yep.
Just to show the whole thing. Where did I see it? Oh, and I quote, Javante Santos-Knox agreed with Winnipeg 1 year. Are you fucking serious? The one thing we did not plan.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, exactly. I texted Rick because me and Rick, for those unaware, me and Rick recorded over 30 videos in advance. This is why we were able to release so many when Rick was live streaming. It's not like we stopped Rick's live stream to do all these. No, we recorded a ton in advance. Everything that we knew from the tampering window. For almost a week, we've been stockpiling these videos for the big day, And the very first fucking signing is something that was not one of them. And I was like, I'm happy that he's here, but also, son of a bitch, wish I knew this earlier.
You know what the interesting thing is?
Yes.
I did not know this. I don't know if Carter knew it or not. I did not know he started his career in Winnipeg.
I'm going to be honest. I had forgotten about it. And the other thing you have to realize, the reason I had forgotten about it is because think about when he
You weren't a fan back then.
Well, it's not even that I wasn't a fan. That's when I was kind of getting into it. And so it was more like 2017, 2018 is when I'm learning the sport. You know what I mean? And I'm learning what Canadian football is all about. This is so
pre-COVID.
I don't know player names. You know what I mean? I don't know player names. I'm just I'm just learning the game. I'm starting to fall in love with it, but I'm not at that point where I know an in-depth version of the Bombers roster the way I do now.
And 8 years later, this guy thinks that Sergio Castillo's the next goddess. Clevin Killaris is the next, the next big thing.
Well, you
And
know
he
what it
knows
is? It's like,
all of the bummer roster.
yes. Zach, those Greek statues? We need one of Zach Collaros right in front of IG Field. No, but anyways, I'm excited to have Santos-Knox back in Winnipeg. I think there's a lot, like, if you just look over the course of his career, the thing I find interesting is he's had some seasons where he's played 18 games. Some seasons where he played only 12 games. He had one season he played 4 games. In those 4 games, he got 13 defensive tackles, a special teams tackle, and a sack. So even when he played a minimized role, he still produced. And so that's the thing that's nice. And I think the thing that is good about this type of a linebacker group, provided you keep all those guys and nobody ends up getting released or whatever the hell, is that you're now in a situation where if somebody goes down, you got one hell of a competent group. And so I'm excited to see Winnipeg go for this. I wanted to see Winnipeg get back into the picture. It's a bummer that they took a step back on the year they were hosting the effing Grey Cup, but I digress. And I'm just excited for what the Bombers are putting together to go for going into this next year. So congratulations to Santos-Knox on the contract. I'm excited to have him over in Winnipeg and go kick some ass. So that's pretty much all I got. Is there anything else you got there, Rick?
No, sir.
All right, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you guys leave a like, share it around, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you guys haven't, make sure you guys join our Discord. Link in the description below to our Discord where we discuss all things CFL, NHL, all sorts of sports stuff. So make sure you guys go there and keep the conversation going. And without further ado, we will see you guys next time.
Touchdown.